The gaming community has always had a fair share of different varieties of communities to be a part of. These communities are mostly made of players that, of course, share the same interests in the type of game, which are rarely even acknowledged by their own game creators for their mere existence. Which we all know why. Whether it could be from the Call of Duty gaming community, the Roblox, or the Minecraft community, whether you like it or not, these communities are what made the game popular and strong in the first place. And with all communities, there has always got to be the cringe ones. Some of these communities have mostly chill players, but some communities are literally engulfed in toxicity and cringe that is not even funny. Today, we will take a look at some of the most cringiest horror game communities there are. In the beginning, Five Nights at Freddy's had a rather chill community. Notice how I used the word had. FNAF was made in 2014 by video game creator Scott Cawthon and instantly became a massive hit. The reason for this is by popular Let's Players such as YouTube star Markiplier and Jacksepticeye that boost the popularity of the small indie game. Additionally, what fascinated most players is the intriguing lore behind the game. This lore was not told directly towards the player, but rather indirectly, which led to whole fan theories, fan speculations, and of course, fan animations. Because of this sudden boost, Scott Cawthon decided to publish 3 games in this one single year, and it all turned out to be great. Me, personally, I was a huge fan for the first 4 games, not playing the actual games themselves, except 3. I played 3. The keyword here is lore. Because of all of this, it has spawned a fan base, and oh boy does it get interesting. On one hand, we have the mediocre types of fans with just fan animations, music videos, and these are very stereotypical and cool actually, and of course I watched them as a kid. Then we have these fans. Yeah, these fans. These fans are the literal spawn of the devil. They will make art that just what? What even is this? This isn't supposed to be allowed on YouTube. Wait, this isn't even allowed in my country. Why is this in my country? And this is just from 2014 to 2017 stuff. I like you to imagine what they are making now with all the new games that are out, and we have TikTok in the wild west. Poppy Playtime is an interesting case. With its fanbase being cringe to a tremendous degree, its own team is cringe as well. Now you see, I do not really want to talk about the drama revolving around the team as it will take a large part of the video's runtime. I'll highly suggest you to check out other videos on its developers team and see the interesting behavior of it. Now back to the fanbase. Well, it's just children, and I'm not even kidding. You thought FNAF was for kids? No, that is for edgy kids. Poppy Playtime is literally just made for toddlers, which are branching off to become future emos in the year 2025. Remember when we all had creepypastas back in the day? Yeah, I guess this could be the 2022 version of it. Together with all of this, developers of other game studios are taking advantage to incorporate some of Poppy Playtime's characters into their game. In a way, they are stealing, and the developer team isn't doing anything about it. In addition to that, the developers of the actual game itself are literally milking the characters dry. Let me explain. You've seen Poppy Playtime horror and its disturbing imagery portrayed in the franchise with blood and gore and very subtle portrayals of elements that shouldn't really be shown towards children at such a young age. But now you should get ready for Poppy Playtime back to school. Yeah, now you can brag to your classmates about getting the latest Poppy Playtime pencil case, or maybe you can brag to lonely redditors online with Poppy Playtime NFTs. Yeah, I don't know if toddlers should be messing around with NFTs. For that reason, I don't know who's the intended targeted audience, since I'm pretty sure my 7-year-old cousin isn't buying NFTs off the internet. So yeah. Roblox horror games, mostly played by children hogging their parents' iPads. The developers of these games have made a sort of business out of scamming literal toddlers for playable avatar skins and items in the game. Anyhow, the games themselves are sometimes really good. By mixing the low poly designs, it kind of gives an uncanny valley of a PS1 game. But sometimes the games are just really badly made, like Piggy, Froggy and such. There are literal loopholes into the game which made one team winnable and the other team just so losers, which kind of brings my morale down. Together with that, it's very glitchy and bad, but I couldn't really blame them unless they are somehow responsible. But the communities themselves really hurt the game. I just need to show you a slideshow of what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're going to need to actually remove your eyeballs after this. Well, I think we can safely say that communities are the best things ever created. My bad, let me rephrase that. Communities are something that all game developers have to deal with. Actually, something that I noticed is that the darkest video games have the most wholesome fan bases, whereas the most childlike games have the most intoxicating and notoriously bad reputation for a good fan base. All in all, I myself am a fan of many franchises personally, and believe me, there is a light within the dark, and vice versa, a dark within the light. It cannot be escaped.